Hi guys, I am out here in the garden again. I am Kathy, growing over here in Glory's garden, and I'm out here today to check the plants. We had a bit of frost last night. It did get real cold, but to me, we didn't get a frost. Not to me. I didn't see. I woke up early this morning, looked outside, looking at my car, see if it was any kind of ice or dew or anything like that on my car. Because that's how you really could tell it'll be a frost, a little thin layer of ice on the grass. It was none of that this morning. About 7 o'clock, as soon as it got light, I was looking. I didn't see anything. It didn't look like any frost got out here in the garden. But we're going to see how the things fared, the ones that I put plastic over. And I don't know if I'm going to take these off. I might take the plastic off so they could get some air through it, because these plastic bags aren't like the tents. These aren't like the tents that I have that have the side pockets, and I can see a bit of condensation on the inside. But as far as the plants themselves, they look pretty good. Nothing seems to have gotten like withered or anything like that from being in the bag. Now, the way the Swiss chart looked down here at the bottom, it was looking like that already. It was looking like that before I put anything on it. So we're going to take this off and check everything out. The sun is out, and I don't know if y'all could tell, but I could tell there's some condensation on the inside of the bag, which may or may not be a good thing. And as you can see, this is spinning because the wind just picked up out here. So I do want these plants to be able to get some air. I can say the Swiss chard has pepped up. It was leaning over so limp. It wasn't doing anything yesterday. I think this one is just kind of broken, and that happened on its own. That wasn't from the bag. But these leaves are good, so I'm going to take these off. These leaves are good leaves, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm always stir frying something up in the house and making a little soup, so I'm going to take these, harvest these two little leaves. But I think the experiment worked well. I'm satisfied with the way things looked. And I think if I had to keep this bag, look at this one. This one has bounced. This Swiss chard has bounced completely back. It was one of the ones that was leaned over, that was all laid out, looking stressed. But being in that bag, it did it. It helped it. And I think if I had to leave this on, leave the plastic on for a day or two, I might be comfortable with doing that. Especially if it got to, this has a little moisture on the inside. I think that might help. I think that might help, because that little condensation is kind of like watering it. If you get out here and it's real cold and you can't water your plants and you got some condensation on the inside, this has a lot of condensation on the inside of it. I don't think you all could see it. Let me see if I could get my hand up that high in this bag. Let's see if you could tell from just how wet my hand comes out. I don't know if you can see any wetness on my hand or any shine on my hand, because there's a lot of condensation in this bag. I don't know if y'all can see that, but water's dripping down. I kind of like that. If for some reason it's cold and I can't get out here and water, but the little sun shines on it and make its own condensation on the inside, because look at this Swiss chard. This Swiss chard has bounced back. This is one of the Swiss chard I was showing you yesterday that was just all leaned over, just so limp. It is actually standing up. The bag didn't harm it. Being in this plastic all night didn't harm it. And it's about, when I put it on yesterday, I started that video at 2:13 because I gave the time. And it is now the next day. That was December 31st yesterday. Today is January 1st, 2026. And it is 11:30 a.m. I waited till the freeze temp lifted before I came out, because I really don't want to have a relapse of being sick. So, because I wasn't feeling good around Thanksgiving time, got a little better, made it through for those couple of weeks at work before my vacation started. And then by the time my vacation started good, I was flu-like symptoms. And I don't want that, probably because I was coming out here trying to do stuff and needed to be in that house. But so I waited till the frost temps had lifted. And I'm not uncovering everything in this garden because I think we're going to get cold temps again tonight. And the temperature is always like 35, but it's that feel-like temp that make you feel like you're freezing and causes me to have to come out here and cover. So I'm not going to uncover. I am going to uncover the things that I put in plastic. I am going to do that just so they could get air. But I do kind of like that I do like the fact that if I can't get out here for a couple of days, the little sunshine against this plastic will make a little condensation on the inside, which will water. That really being in that bag, it really benefited this lettuce. Because this lettuce hadn't been looking worth anything for a while. So I think water, I know things needed water out here. The one thing I did do before I started feeling really bad, I did come out here and halfway water. I'm not even gonna lie. I came out here and halfway water. I usually water each pocket. I stood with the hose and I did a straight shot from my water hose. I put the water hose on a certain setting and I did a straight shot, and then I just spinned around. I just hit it, standing off from it. I just hit the towers. I didn't do a good job watering, but I know it needed to be watered, but I didn't have the strength to come stand out here and do the watering like I would usually do. So I know these things wasn't looking worth anything. It's one of this that might have broke because of the bag or something. That's some kind of kale, spinach or something. I'm gonna keep that leaf as well. But this stuff is looking good, especially that Swiss chard that was right here. This was looking so limp. This was one of the ones I showed you, as well as this one down here. Everything is standing up. The bag didn't break any leaves because I showed you all how I put it inside the bag, how I lift the plants and just slid it upward in the bag to be sure not to be breaking any leaves. You know, you're not going to be without all damage. So, but I do know in this particular Swiss chard, they probably getting a little broken up from when I'm turning it and hitting to the next one because these leaves are big. But I am satisfied with the results. I'm satisfied with the results of covering this with plastic. Now, would I leave this plastic on 4 or 5 days? Unless we got some snow this year, I probably wouldn't. But would I leave it on a couple of days? I would. The way it looks today, I think it could take another day or two if I had to leave it covered in this plastic. And that's what I wanted to see for myself. If I could cover this with just plastic, without putting a sheet of cloth on it, then covering it with the plastic. This is made to cover your things if it snows or freezes. And in the picture, they have this covered over something that looks like a papaya tree. That's what the tree actually looks like. And it's no sheet or anything in between the plastic and the plant. They just have it covered with this. So I tried it and I like the results. And I probably wouldn't leave it on forever because there's no air circulating in here, but it is giving condensation. I'm not too scientific about, if the condensation and all that, if the plant could pull air. I don't know all of that. So I'm not even going to try to act like I do. But I am happy with the results of that. Now let's look at another one. I did cover more than one with this plastic. I did this one right here. I did the little, the berry blue and the lemon. I did that one. Let me lay this down, guys. I did do this one. It's not getting as much sun. It's not getting as much sun as that one did. Oh, I did draw the string up with this one. But something is holding it. Maybe I rolled on it when I rolled it back. Let me check. Might need to roll it out some. Maybe I rolled on it. Get back here and look and see. Yeah, I did. I got it under the wheels in the back. Okay. So I did cover this one as well. No condensation in this bag because I don't think it's in the sun as much, but the things are looking good. That is looking well. The mustard greens survive. It is a little condensation on the top. I know you guys probably can't see it. And what I did with this one to help the plastic bag to stand, I just put a hoop right here just so it wouldn't flatten down on it to give it some height. Because this is one of the 4-tier towers that I created by rearranging stuff. Lord, this peach tree. But the mustard greens on it is looking good. As y'all can see, these leaves are looking good. The bag didn't harm it. Some more little yellow leaves. But that looks good. We're going to go down here to lilac, and we're going to go this way. Well, let's go this way. I put one going the opposite way. I did put another plastic bag right here over this one. And this is that cabbage. It's in a netting, but I did put a bag over it because the netting does not protect it from frost or ice. So I did put one over this one. This one has a little condensation over it. And it's so easy to remove. So that's good. I will remove that, let it get its sunshine. Some condensation in here, very little. Very little condensation on the inside. So I'm pleased with the way it looks. It survived. I keep this covered up because I do not want that white moth butterfly getting to it, or aphids or anything else. The peppercorn tower down that way is looking good. I'll turn you around so you can see. It's right here. And it's looking pretty good. Probably can't see too much of that's in a shaded area, but it's looking good. It did still have some more aphids on one of the leaves, and I was going to come out. And rinse those off, wash those off, but I just did not want to be out here in the water and feeling the way that I was feeling, so it had to fight for what it knew. If the aphids kind of took over, they just kind of took over, and I would have had to deal with that when I got back up on my feet. Excuse me, guys, for sniffing, but the minute I get outside, because I was just inside, made sure everything was set for me to come outside, as far as my nose not dripping, I wasn't sniffing, sneezing, coughing, any of that, as soon as I get outside. So we're going to go right this way to the green salt tower. I need to push this table back in place. Excuse this noise. Y'all, I don't know if I showed you guys yesterday. The zucchini in here. Got 2, 3 things germinate zucchini, Black Beauty. I am going to do some more seeds as soon as I have a moment. Trying to catch up with the work in the garden. This is some spicy pepper. Nothing on it yet. But I'm hoping that something's take place. And I think with the cucumbers, if I have to take them out of this bag, I did order 2 more of those pop-up plastic tents. And if I have to, I will put these in a pot and close that plastic tent off and just make sure that I water it. So it could kind of have the same effect, or either close one of those windows and leave one open. So it kind of could have the same effect of being in this bag. I will try that. Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 35. I have 5 seeds that germinated in the cucumbers. So let's make our way back around here to the tower, to the lilac tower. Guys, I'm telling you, the minute I get outside in this wind, my nose want to run. And you can see the lilac tower. It survived. A lot of condensation on the inside of this. A lot of condensation on the inside. I can see that. I don't think that's a bad thing. Anytime you can get some free water in your plants, I do know that is not a bad thing. The flowers are even perked up. Oh my. This might have done the trick. Yeah, look at those flowers. Those flowers wasn't standing up like that yesterday, guys. They was not standing up like that yesterday. I think I might be on to something. Now, I don't know if I will try this during the summer months, because they'll be sweating down and probably cooking too, as hot as it get here during these summer months. We don't get that Texas heat, but it gets hot. Now, these flowers wasn't looking this great yesterday. They standing up today. The kale survived. The cabbage survived. I'm looking at the mustard green. It's surviving. The leaves aren't broken because I made sure I took my time and got it in here. Y'all saw me do it. Y'all saw me do it. But I think everything that's covered with cloth, I think I'm going to keep those covered. I only came out and took these off because they didn't have any opening air pockets on it. If this had some opening air pockets like the pop-up plastic tents, I probably would have left them. I don't know if y'all can see the condensation in here, but it's a lot of condensation in here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is dripping in here. So that might be a good thing for the plants. It might be a good thing. Especially since I couldn't get out here to water. Some stuff I did water, but when I don't do it properly and soak each pocket like I like to do, then I'm saying I didn't come out here and water. I half watered. It's what I felt like. So that's what I'm doing today, guys. Removing some of this stuff. I probably won't be out here long. The wind does get to me, and it has turned the whole camera too. The camera is rocking. So I want to get these laid out so they could drip out. And I may put this back. This has a lot of water in it, guys. So much condensation. I think I'm going to just let it lay over here. I'll probably put a clip on it so it don't fly away because it is windy out here. But everything looks good. And as you can see, these are very easy to use. No, this is not a promote. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. This is not I'm not promoting anything. This is not no commercial for this bag, but it does seem to be a good product. So far, I like the results. And it's easy to use. And it's not as expensive. It's a 6-pack. And I'm pretty sure, I have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure if I got this, I know I didn't pay more than $40 or $50 for a 6-pack. I'm pretty sure I did not. But to get a frost cloth off of the green stalk is probably like $55, $60. And that's for one. As far as I know, that's for one. So to get a 6-pack of something that you could use to protect your green stalk towers or your stackables, if you have those stackables from the Dollar Tree, if you have those, I had some, I gave them to my daughter, gave some to my son so they could use them. And I'll share a picture with you all where my son, they did plant potatoes and they harvested potatoes. And they live in an apartment. They don't have, the apartment that they live in, it has one long porch. Everybody shares that porch. It's like a townhouse apartment, and everybody shares the same porch. You have your little section, they have their little section, but they don't have like their own porch per se, like you would if you was in a single residential house. And they have a big, huge backyard that's shared. Everybody shared the same huge backyard because it's apartment. So you go out your door, you got your little space. I'm over here, I got my little space. But they grew potatoes, guys. They're growing cabbages. They harvested potatoes. And I will share that picture right here, somewhere in here. You'll see it. I'll put it in. And those was for some seeded potatoes that I gave them. and they planted them and they got a harvest. And that is a good thing. So you could grow anywhere. But getting back to what I was talking about, if you have those stackables and stuff like that, child, I'll ramble on and squirrel off in a moment on something else. But if you have those stackables, these are good because I have seen people where they stack those things up real high, the stackables that you got from the Dollar Tree. These are good to cover that. These are good to cover the green stalk towers. Mine are 4 tiers now. All of mine are 4 tiers. My strawberry tower may be a 5 tier because it was the only, I think, 7 tier out here. And I broke it down. So it's probably still a 5 tier. And this will cover it with room left over. So, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper. All of y'all that got those green stalks looking for a way to protect them from the snow, and you still want to grow during the winter, but that snow comes to the area that you're in, or you get those cold days, still could grow in the towers. I don't have a garage to my house. I don't have a garage. I have a driveway, but I don't have a garage where I can move all my green stalk towers and roll them into the garage during the winter. So I'm thinking of stuff of what I could do to protect my stuff from the cold, because last year here in Georgia Zone 9B, we got snow. That was unusual, but this would have came in handy. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to come and show you all the results of the plastic bag, how everything looks. I am surprised and I am happy that everything turned out to where it is. And I know I probably could use these things 1 or 2 days. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in this garden tomorrow.